Hello everybody and welcome to my YouTube channel, Dream of Crafts. My name is Deanna and today we're going to be working on day number 5 of my 13 days of Halloween. And in a previous video I did a banner with using a die. So today we're going to make a banner using just our scrap paper. So we'll go ahead and get that started and then we'll start adding things to that as we go. We're going to be working on a little table or counter decorative item today, but you can use this banner system and you can make it any size you want, but you can use this system in your paper crafting. And tomorrow we'll get back to a more paper crafting type tutorial, but today we're going to do a decorative element. So what I've done is I've taken a scrap piece of orange cardstock. You can use any colors you want. I'm just using orange because it's going to go with my Halloween theme here. So what I want to do is start out, and this is 1 inch high, and it doesn't matter your length as long as you have enough to make your little banner pieces, which it doesn't take very many. And we're going to start out by laying our ruler down, and we're going to go every 3/4 of an inch. So 3/4 of an inch, 1.5 inches, 2 1/4, and 3. So I'm just going to stop there. We're going to come down to the back side of that, and I want to come in for my first one only at 3/8, and that is going to be our center. From that we're going to move our ruler to that point, and then we can do 3/4 of an inch again. Okay, let me zoom in a little bit so maybe you can see better. I just got to remember to zoom back out. So I've made my 3/8 mark on the bottom side of this, and now I'm going to start making 3/4 marks again. So 3/4, 1.5, 2 1/4, and let's go ahead and just make 1 at 3. Okay, so now we have our marks. So what I want to do is I'm going to start in this corner here where we did our first ones, and I'm going to cut down on an angle to where this is. So I'm going to hit this right on this point, right there. So from this very tip of this corner to that point, and I'm going to snip it just like that. And what this allows you to do is to have banner pieces going both ways. Instead of cutting them individually, you have them both ways. So I'm going to go to my next pencil mark. I'm going to line that up, and I'm going to go right to that corner again. And see, we have a banner piece. So I'm just going to continue on following those little marks right from point to point and making just a bunch of little banner pieces. Now I only need 3 because I'm only going to do the word boo. But if you're going to do a different word, then you keep cutting. You might want to do spooky or eek or whatever you want to do. So then you cut as many as you need to create your word. So I'm just going to finish cutting these out because I can always put them in my stash. So there. And I usually, especially if you're going to use decorative cardstock, make sure you do your writing on the back side. Then you don't have to worry about it. It won't be seen once you glue it down. So, all right. So then for the other piece, I've done the same thing on black. This is my shadow piece. So this measures 1 1/4 inches high, and we're going to do 1 inch measurements. Okay. So I'm going to come in here. I'm going to line up my ruler right at the edge there, and I'm going to mark on 1 inches. And again, I only need 3, but I'll go down to 4. So I got 1 inch marks. Okay. We're going to bring the ruler down to the bottom, and our first one, because it's our half point, is going to be marked at a 1/2 inch. After that, we go back to 1 inch increments. So let's do 1.5, 2.5, 3.5, and let's just do 4.5. There we go. Okay. And the same thing is going to happen here. We're going to come from this point on our corner right down to that tip. That's our scrap piece. We don't even need that. And then we can just cut our little pieces, and they will all be perfect little triangles. This is the easiest way to do a banner, any size you want, and this is how I always do it. The die is nice, but you're limited to that die. You cannot make it bigger or smaller. It is just that size. So I usually make my banners this way, and I make them all sizes. All right, so there is our orange and our black. Like I said, you can use any color you want. I'm going to get these out of my way, and we'll glue those together. I don't think I need my ruler for anything, but we'll set it over here where it's supposed to be, and then I won't have to dig for it. All right, I've got my glue gun heating up. All right, so now I have grabbed myself a piece of twine. I've got it extra long so I can cut it off. This is probably, I'm guessing this is probably about 12 inches, give or take. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to use all of it. So I've got some carved pumpkin ink, and I am just going to grab my little dauber here, and I'm just going to make my rope instead of white, or twine instead of white. I'm going to add some color to it. So I'm just going to hold my dauber down there, and I'm just going to pull that through that orange, just like that. You can use any color you want. You can use ribbon. You don't have to use twine. I have tons and tons of twine. It's easy for me to change the color on it. So there, I just used that ink to color that. You can use anything you like to color. You could use watered down paint. You could use your ink pads. It doesn't have to be Distress ink. It can be any ink pad. And I have a ball jar here. We're going to use this. You can use any jar. You can use a pint jar. You can use a quart jar. You can use a spaghetti jar. It doesn't matter. I just had this one sitting on my workstation. It had little wooden rounds in it that I cut and was not being used. It was handy, so this is what I'm using. But I don't want you to feel you have to go out and buy mason jars or a ball jar to create this project. I usually save like a few spaghetti jars or salsa jars, things like that. You know, but this has got a wide mouth, but you could use the wide mouth pint jar, or but this gives me more area to play with right here. So let's go ahead and get our banner going here. So I'm just going to glue my orange pieces to my black piece. And my main colors are going to be orange, black, and purple. Now this will allow me for a border all the way around. So I'll have a nice border. So just kind of center it. Just like that. There we go. Oh, why didn't you stick? There we go. I want it to stick, but not slide around. There we go. So there. Isn't that cute? And my color orange is not showing up for like the orange I have. The orange I'm using is a bright orange. And the orange that's showing looks kind of pumpkin-y. Let's see, this one's bright orange too. Okay. So I would say this is one shade lighter than this. All right. So I need 3 because I'm going to use the word boo. Okay. There we go. But I'm not going to throw those other ones away. I'll probably just put them together. It'll be easier to keep them to find them if they're put together, but I won't do it during this video. I'll do it afterwards before I put them away. Okay, 2. 1 more. I figure waste not, want not. You know, especially since they're already cut. Someday I just might need a quick thing to grab for a project, because and they'll be ready. There we go. So let me get these, kind of shuffle them aside here. I'll put them in I have a box sitting here. And for those of you who don't know, when I'm doing a project, my desk is 4 foot by 4 foot. Half of it is where I do my my hand die cutting. The other half is just my workstation and where I videotape. So that half of that section is packed stem to stern. It is full of anything I might think I need. And then sometimes I still have to go look for stuff. But this box is sitting here, and it's got all the little Halloween goodies that I've been working with on the different projects. I'm just going to put those in there. See, I got my stickles, and there's this little thing, and then I've got just a box of all little odds and ends that I've been using for the different projects, and I'm going to sit that right back at the edge of my table there. Put those other goodies back on there. All right, so we've got that. So now I think I'm going to wait before I glue it on so I can see how far apart. Well, no, I'm going to glue them on because they can be fairly close together. Like I said, my glue gun is hot. I'm going to run a bead of hot glue right at the very edge. Now this isn't going to be seen. Come on. There we go. So I don't have to worry about it. There we go. So I'm just going to glue that on there. It's not like one that I'm going to be hanging on my window or anything. So I'm not worried about, whoops. Yep, got a little strings coming down there. Okay. So I can put the glue right on the back there. If it's visible, then you want to make it, you know, look presentable. I'm going to leave just a little bit of space. Probably about 1/8 of an inch, 1/4 of an inch. Something there like that. Whoops. I don't think I had enough glue on that one. Nope, I didn't. A little bit more glue than that. Not too much so it drips all over, but enough so it's going to hold it. Here we go again. And I'm lining that up with about the top of the orange edge there. Okay. And we'll do this again. And I think, I shouldn't say, because I was thinking maybe tomorrow I might do a regular banner, but we'll see if we get to that one. We won't get to it today, but I think that might be my next project is a regular banner. I like to hang them in my window in my craft room so I can see them during the season. All right, so there's that. Let's move that out of the way. Now, somewhere around here, see, I got to go look for something. Never fails. Never fails. All right. Okay. I think I've got one in here. All right. So these are just some more little die cuts that I've got that I've been cutting. I do sell die cuts on eBay, and I'll leave a link in the description, but I do sell die cuts on eBay. So typically when you buy a die cut, then I'll throw in a little gift, a little die cut gift or something. So I always have these little extras here. Let's see, maybe in this one. I'm looking for a purple one. I just cut one out, but I don't know where I put it. And again here. Oh, no. I was going to say, I got orange ones, lots of orange ones, but I want a purple one. Okay. Well, let's quick cut out a purple one. Could have swore I cut out a purple one. Let me grab my... Now I'm really confused. Because now I don't see my... Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah. There it is. I knew I cut one out. It was just sitting by the die. I keep that die out because I use that quite a bit. This is just from a Tim Holtz die. So this is all together, but we're going to snip it apart. I want my tiny scissors here. Okay, so I'm just going to cut it apart so I can use the letters all by themselves. Just like that. All right, perfect. just thought this would look, I got orange ink on my hand. I've got some orange ink on my hand. There we go. So I just figured this was the perfect size. I have a bigger one that says Boo, or I could cut one out of my Cricut, but I thought this is perfect. I don't have to get out my Cricut, or my Cricut's out. I don't have to go in there, load it all in on a mat, mess with it. I can just use these because they're the perfect size. All right. There is the word Boo. You could use stickers. You can use whatever you want. You could cut out words from a magazine. Cut out the individual letters. Or from a newspaper. They don't have to be all the same. See, and then that'll go around the jar there when we're all ready. Okay, so let's go ahead and set our little Boo aside. Next, I've got, these are from the Dollar Tree. And they're supposed to be purple, but to me they look more blue. And you probably can't even see what color they really are in there, but I think they're more of a blue color, not a purple. And I've got some of the Dollar Tree creepy cloth here. So I'm going to drop some of that down in there. Like so. And then I'm going to start feeding my lights in. Like so. Oh, no. I was going to do that. I'm going to use that for the top. These little bags, they're like your stretchy onion bags. But this one is black, and it comes with some goodies from the Dollar Tree. Well, it's textural, so I don't throw it away. So it was in my little craft thing. So I'm going to put one of those in. And I dug around in I have a whole tote, and the tote is just, I'm actually going to have to divide the tote up and get another tote. It's just Halloween. Some of it's decorations, some of it's all crafting things. Well, the crafting things are taken over, so I'm going to have to get another tote to store the actual Halloween decorations, and then use one tote just for the Halloween craft supplies. I don't keep that stuff in my craft room year round. It's just too much to have in one room all the time. All right, let's check that out. Now with these, I can screw the lid right on it. It doesn't affect them. I am not going to ream it down on it, but I can get the lid on. Well, I could. There we go. All right. So let's see what we got. Oh, yeah. That looks kind of cool. Let me turn off my light and see if that helps at all. It is still daytime. Oh goodness. There goes the glue gun. There we go. So yeah. So you can see the spider webbery. There we go. Perfect. Take that off. I'm going to probably use the flat side of the jar, not the ball side that says ball on it. All right. I'm going to turn my light back on. Here you go. All right. Okay. So I've taken one of the little skulls from Dollar Tree, and I have painted it with my Waverly chalk paint. Walmart sells this. It is fantastic paint. It covers so nice. It's thick. I have had this jar for a couple of years, and look at, I'm not even halfway through yet, and I use it a lot, and it's so thick, so nice. It's not the kind of chalk paint that you like, chalkboard paint. It's not that kind. It's just called chalk paint. So, and they do, if you're lucky enough, your Walmart will sell it in smaller bottles, so you have to buy, because this is about $6 to buy the big bottle. But like I said, it's lasted me, I bet I've had this bottle 2-3 years. So it's lasted me that long. Do I use it every day? No, but I use it often. They do sell, some of them do sell the smaller bottles for, I want to say around less than $2, I think. Because I just picked some up the other day. I can't find them, but I did buy some. So, So if you're lucky, your Walmart will sell the smaller bottles and you can try it and don't have to spend a ton of money to get a bottle. But if it's a color you think you're going to use a lot, then it's worth buying a bigger jar. So anyway, I gave this one coat all over, and then a few spots just need a little extra. It doesn't need to be perfect. I just don't like the funky kind of yellowish color of the plastic. This gives me a nice dull look. So I've got my Tim Holtz Distress ink here. This is walnut stain. You can use any ink. You can use an antiquing medium. I just figured this would be faster and easier. So I'm just going to dab in here, and I'm just going to hit some of the edges here. I don't want it all done. I just want it to be aged a little bit. You could use antique linen. You could use black soot. I just thought the brown might look a little more dingy. And I just want to hit the highlight. Highlight it, highlight, highlight. It's not going to be seen. There we go. Just enough. And I didn't put a lot on my sponge. So this looks like it's been laying in the dirt for a bit. Now I'm going to come in with a Q-tip. And I'm going to bring this back. Close this. Let me see if my black soot. Got a Q-tip here. And I'm just going to hit the eye sockets with a bit of black soot like that. Just a bit. Yeah, there we go. All right, just like that. Maybe on this too a bit. Okay. All right, just like that. He's good to go. Easy, 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 easy. Okay, now I want to take this creepy cloth, and I cut a bigger piece because I thought I was going to put it inside, but then I put it inside for a test fit, and I didn't like the way it looked. It didn't look creepy enough for me. So I'm going to cut some of this off, and again, this is you get a lot. I've had this probably for 5 years, and I just keep cutting away at it. So you don't need and I want just some of this to put on the top here. I want it to be able to show like a base bedding here. Yeah, kind of like that. So let's go ahead and get some of our hot glue going. And I'm just going to pick that up. Come on, hot glue. And then because hot glue dries extremely fast on metal, there we go. We want to get it in there. Just going to lightly tap it down. Use this. I can usually get it off of that. There we go. All right. Our skull is going to sit in here. Let's just do a little test fit of things here and there. I've got some different size foam balls from Hobby Lobby. They were on clearance for $1.24. I got this big bag. So I'm just going to open this up. I thought some of these might be cool in there. So I'm just going to grab a few of the different sizes. Let's see, I've got. And you've heard me say it before, but odd numbers with crafting is more eye appealing. Need a medium. Well, maybe there's just two sizes, a smaller and a larger, I guess. I think it looks like there's a medium. So, yeah, there is a medium. There is a medium. Okay. So I'm just going to pull a few of these and then let's set this aside. And I have this puffy Chanel stem pipe cleaner. And I thought about putting that around this edge like that because it's so furry. Kind of reminds me of a big spider. But then I also have this from the Dollar Tree. It's just their garland. You get 9 feet for $1. And I kind of like the looks of that. That's nice and bright colored. So I'm going to cut this down and let's take a look, see what that looks like without it hanging all over. And I'm just going to cut that. 9 feet will last me a long time. We got little balls going all over the place. Here you go. Group together there, guys. All right. So now let's see. The only thing I think I'm going to do is maybe get, well, I don't know. I kind of like the pumpkins too. You kind of add a little character. All right. So let me move that. I think we're going to keep the pumpkins just because they kind of are cute. And I'm going to start at the back because that's my back side there. I'm going to add a little hot glue. Now, I don't know. I haven't tested this, so I might have to be careful that it doesn't melt it. So I'm just going to put a little bead of glue right there. And drop that in there. Pull on a little bit. I'm just kind of keeping it right. Whoops, not there. Right along the, in between the two edges there. And drop it down. Just figured that kind of looks nice. Now, if you don't want to make a Halloween one, you can pick out some of your favorite fall things and do the same thing. It doesn't have to be Halloween. I know some people don't celebrate Halloween, don't decorate for it, and that's fine. But some of us do. I don't do a ton, but I sure love crafting it. I love the colors and the funness of it. But I don't put a ton of things out, but I put a few things out just for fun. Those the grandkids like it, you know. And if you don't have grandkids, you have kids, they like it. So, all right. Let's go the rest of the way here. See if we can. There. There. It's kind of fun, right? Right. There we go. I'm going to glue my skull on and make sure my back's there. I'm going to put a good amount of glue there and then just let that seep in. In addition to that, I have from one of my Tim Holtz cutouts, the witch, and I have cut her out twice and glued her together. This I do have in my eBay shop too for sale, and I think I'm going to put her just like, whoops, just like nothing. Just like that. Do I want her broom? Maybe I'll put her sideways. Okay. All right. So I'm going to take, I want her to stand up a little bit. I'm going to take a little piece of cardstock, and this is probably about 3/8 of an inch. And then I'm going to just fold it over just a little bit, 1/4 of an inch. And then I think I can glue it to the bottom of her feet there. Yep. So I'm just going to put a little hot glue here. And I'm going to glue this like this to her shoes. Okay. Whoops, wrong side. Dang it. Glued it on the front. There we go. All right, got it. We'll put some stuff by there, cover up that. Okay. I wanted to let me put glue on there again. I wanted to glue it to the back side, not the front side. All right. The flat part down, shoes in the glue. There we go. And then it's plenty long, so I'm just going to snip it off to about a 1/2 inch there, like that. And then I'm going to put some glue on the bottom here and stand her up in here, like so. Come around the back side, and I'm going to press that down with my scissors. There we go. Oops. Well, she might not stand up still. Might have to put some more glue on there. I'm going to come out here a little bit. We might have to stand her up with something else too. Right. So I'm going to put some more glue down underneath her and squish that down. Put my scissors down in there, like so. To dry. I think maybe if I get some of these balls or something up behind her. Nope, she does not want to stand up. Okay. Plan B, snip. Because I have a larger area here with her dress, we're going to do it to her dress. Her feet aren't going to be that much visible anyway. So I'm going to cut a piece. Oh, that's about 1 3/4 inches. It's going to line up with this part of her dress here. Okay. So let's cut that. Fold it in half. And we're going to glue that down like a little wall for her. So I'm just going to put a bit of glue here, like that. And I want the flat part to be down for the table. So we're going to do that like that. Okay. Perfect. Now, okay. Get that back out of there. That little piece of paper. Okay. Now she should stand up good. Okay, so now I'm going to lay my bead of hot glue on this bigger piece of paper. She's got a bigger area to stand in. How do I want her? Yeah, I'm going to do the same thing. All right, I'm going to come back here with my scissors. Hold this down. I might trim her broom off here. I don't necessarily need the broom in there. There we go. All right, so that is what we have now. We have the witch. Let's go ahead and add a couple of these. We'll call them baubles here and there. Different spots. And we'll have some other stuff. But we want to look decent from most of the angles because it might be on your table or it might be on your coffee table, or you might put it on a shelf. Okay. Oh, you know what I want to do? Oh, yeah. Let me see. Let's move that in there. Okay. Where is that fuzzy? What about that? Yes, we're going to put that fuzzy on that top edge so that top edge is not showing. See the metal? That way we don't have to mess with it later. Okay. So let's get that out of the way. So I'm going to try to peel back. Where's my back side? Okay, we're going to start at the back. I'm going to get this out of my way the best I can and peel that back like so. And put the fuzzy in there like that. Perfect. Let it set up. Move some more. If you got that stuff under there, it's not going to hurt anything. There's plenty of these. So, and then we're going to lay that in there. A little curve. Right. So all of these things, these were in my Halloween craft box. Some I've been saving for years, and it's like, I just don't have the right project for you. I'm going to come around here, see where I'm going to end, and then I'm going to snip that off. These are my craft scissors, so I'm not worried about using them on metal. They're Hobby Lobby scissors. They're not too expensive. I do have good scissors. I have scissors I use just for fabric. So I try not to use those for paper things because all those things dull. All right. Oh, that's cute. There we go. We don't see that ring no more. Awesome. All right, so let's do around this way. Let me see what else we got here. I have these pipe cleaners, which are just kind of sparkly purple. I took a pencil and I just held down with my thumb and started twisting like so, just as tight as I could. Bring it around, and then when you went off, you got like a little spring, like a little curlicue spring, see? And they're metal, so you can arrange them in whatever fashion you like. So maybe something like that might look cute in there. So let's cut. I'm just going to cut this one in half. And I'm going to put some hot glue right there. And stick one of those here, behind here. And you might see it, you might not. I got to kind of reach in there and hold it a second because it's still drying. There we go. There we go. And let's, we got this one. Let's put one springing off there. So I'm just going to kind of pull that up, put my dab of glue there, ouch, and have it finger. Have that there like that. And then maybe one coming from the back of the skull here. So let's go ahead and cut another one. One maybe coming from over here. All right. Maybe like down in here. Like that. Okay. There we go. And once they're dry, we can kind of twist them around a little bit where we want them. We want to let them dry up a little bit. Let them get good and set. All right. I have a little spider here. He's just a little spider button. So I don't have my nippers out here. It's just plastic. Maybe we can glue him coming off the skull like that. Something creepy. Let me see. Yeah, let's just do them on the back part of the skull there. Okay, like that. Perfect. Here's our little banner. Here's our banner. Okay, we're going to put that there. I'm going to cut these two pumpkins off because my banner is going to be there. And I don't need those pumpkins in my way. Maybe I'll cut this one up too. Okay. There we go. That's my back. So I'm going to put I think I'm going to put my banner right on the corner like that. Yeah. Like this, yeah. Right on the corner of the jar. Because then I see my witch, I see my skull. And let's see, do I have enough to tie it? Oh, I'm so close to be able to tie it, but I can't. So, at least I don't think I can. Maybe I can. I'm going to try to tie it. Because that will be nice. Then I don't have to. Ooh, it's close. So if you want to tie yours, then make sure you have enough string. I didn't plan on tying mine. I was just going to glue it to the jar. But So there, I've got it tied in a single. So I'm just going to come in here and lay a little bit of glue on there to hold it like that. There we go. Oops. Well, look at that. Where are you hanging down there? Did you come loose? Okay. Okay, let's try again. Huh. There's the glue dried. Okay. Make sure it's not hanging. It can hang a little bit, but I don't want it to hang too far because it is a banner. So I'll maybe make it look like it's like that. Yeah. There we go. Let's remove that pumpkin too. All right. Yep, I'm going to remove the rest of these pumpkins. I kind of like it better without them. So let me get rid of the pumpkins. There we go. All right. Let's turn the light off. Okay. I'm going to open this up so I can readjust this. Oops. I'm going to undo that because I got the cord in the way. Okay. No more cord in the way. Let's tie that loosely. So it still looks like a banner. Sorry about that. There we go. Add a dab of glue. There we go. That'll hold it together. And now we're going to put the lid on, but I've got to, which way? Come on. Trying to find the threads here. There we go. That's it, right? All right. Slide you. Here's my back. All right. Just like that. Now, if you didn't want this moving around, you can tack that down too. And I also have these, and it's a potpourri pack. And these are seeds, but they look like pumpkins. So I use them as pumpkins. I'm not kidding you. They look exactly like miniature little pumpkins. And they smell good. Aren't those cool? See? But they're seed pods. So let's go ahead and stick a few of those in here because they're nice colored. They've got them all glittered up for us already and everything. So a little hot glue. Let's go put some on here. All different sizes, all different colors. I have no idea what kind of seeds they are. Not a clue. I just think they're cute. And they last me a long time. All right, I want a tinier one down in there. Back by that pumpkin down there. There we go. Back by the skull. And let's see here. I like those darker ones too. There we go. Put them on the edges. They don't have to be laying flat. Let's see here. off to the side. Like that is fine. Let's see, we got 2, 3, 4, 5. What else we got? Okay. Where are my tiny little ones? Maybe another small purple. I had some orange ones, but I did not. Okay. I have this we didn't use. How about a few of my tiny flowers here? Ooh, we could use a little bit of that green, couldn't we? I've got black, but I want to get some color in there, I think. So let's use a couple of orange. Just gonna use my scissors. No, shame on me. And we'll put a few flowers in there. These make really, really nice fillers. I like using them. And I don't have any of my purple ones out, but you know that's fine because there's quite a bit of purple in there already. So let's do a cluster of 3 right here. Just like that. Okay. So there's our cluster of 3 roses. You could put candy in this. If you wanted, if you didn't want to do lights, you could do little candy dish on your workstation or... Oh, I added decorative paper to my glue bottle. It's poison bottles. I know, there's no control in me some days, is there? Let's come around this side and give these a little... Because you don't have to put lights in it. You can put whatever you want in there. I just thought the lights would look cute. On there. Smart with them. So don't, you know, if you don't have... You could use decorative cardstock on your banner if you didn't have little word phrase to use. And then just have the decorative paper there. But I just thought you'd enjoy seeing how I do my banners without die cutting. I don't, like I said, I very seldom actually go in and use a die, or I never use my Cricut for that type of banner. Just because it's just easier for me to just quickly mark it out with my pencil. And let's do one more cluster of them over here since I've got them right here. It's just faster and easier for me to just mark the paper and cut them the size I want. And you don't have to do 2 layers. You can just do 1. I just like the looks of the 2 layers. All right, let's do 1 here. And then, let me see here. 1 on the side of this pumpkin. Right there. There we go. So I'm going to leave that one as those. We've got the cluster 3 here and the cluster 3 there. We still got an odd number. No, we don't. We have an even number. Ding dong. Here we go. We'll just figure it out here. What do we got? Yeah, maybe. Let's see. Can I get my spring up there? There we go. Let's put it right behind the skull there. Perfect. Ooh. That one ain't gonna go nowhere. Got lots of glue. There. You know what? I think that is so cute. Let's turn the light on. Yeah. And it wasn't, I mean, to me, that was pretty simple. Fun. Okay. That is day 5 of our 13 days of Halloween. And I hope you give it a try. It was fun. And thank you to all my subscribers. I do appreciate it. If you're not a subscriber, please consider doing so at this time. And when all you have to do is hit that red subscribe button down in the right hand corner. When the bell pops up, if you hit the bell, you'll be notified each time I put up a new video. And until the next time, I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.